Hello YouTube, and once again Chris's foray into getting women one way or another continues. So welcome back to the zone where we are going to find out women only need apply, no STDs, because you know men are the only people on earth that can have STDs. That's totally how that works. Is a leaked video posted by the resurrected Quickville Library. The video itself is mercifully only 2 minutes long and entails Chris offering sex to women of any orientation, except transsexual women of course, for ludicrous fees. Chris quotes $50 for cuddling and goes on to say that $100 will, rather more recently, get the customer just about anything, besides anal, which he doesn't do. Chris gives his prostitute name as Stephanie Bustcakes and left a new email at the end of the video, stephaniebustcakes@gmail.com. The YouTube channel where the video likely originated is here. The channel was created on the 19th of June 2016, meaning that Chris decided to become a prostitute on Father's Day. The original upload to be stretched 9:16 aspect ratio, which 19 by whatever. Let's just see what happens. Come on, Stephanie Bustcakes. Come on, let's see it. Of course, the video can't be played. You know, that's probably better for everyone. Fuck it. That was boring. That was not worth it. Let's try something else instead. Die Trump Die. I think we've done already. UVA remembers polls. Okay, we'll try and do something better because this one is really something. UVA Remembers Post was an event held by the University of Virginia students in June 2017 to pay tribute to the victims of the 2016 Post nightclub shooting. Chris attended, bringing him and with his Sonichu his stuff, the medallion, the LGBTQ Sonichu drawing, the cover page for Sonichu 12, a framed Photoshop drawing of Chris and his parents mingling with Sonichu characters, and a short written piece which he read during the open mic. At the event, wearing the Sonichu medallion and holding the Love is Love comic. News interview. He was interviewed by the local NBC station, which quoted him in an article and on video. Incidentally, this is the same station that interviewed him when he won the Watch and Win sweepstakes, which we did at the very beginning of the of Chris's infamous moments. And I'll just play the video in question because you just gotta see what happens.
The University of Virginia community is also honoring the victims of that mass shooting from 1 year ago. New tonight, the student body at UVA hosted a memorial service to honor the 49 victims who lost their lives at the nightclub in Orlando, Florida. This all unfolded on the steps of the rotunda along University Avenue. The 2-hour-long event included an opportunity for people to create art and share their tributes.
Do not hate. Hate is not so good. And to be paranoid is a bust. Feel the love that comes from us and try to feel love that you can offer, at least from within yourselves, for yourselves.
People also read the names of those killed out loud during the ceremony. The event helped to promote equality and diversity.
You know, again, credit to what Chris was going for. I'm pretty sure he was trying to be, you know, open and honest. But the problem is that when people will see that and will look back on the things that Chris has said in the past, they might not think too greatly of this. The event. The organisers wrote the following description for the event, stating its purpose was for the community to reflect on the tragedy by creating tributes for the victims in the form of art. The student body at the University of Virginia encourages a gathering of the entire Charlottesville community to pay tribute to the 49 victims who lost their lives a year ago at Post nightclub. This Pulse Remembrance event will be a time for everyone to join in its solidarity and give honour to those who lost their lives to senseless violence. It is a time for reflection and a time to promote equality and diversity in our community. We will gather at the UVA Rotunda steps facing University Avenue. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. reflection on Pulse, an opportunity to create art and share tributes to the 49 victims. Chris created art about himself. 8 to 9 p.m. UVA remembers a ceremony honoring the 49 victims and celebrating diversity and equality. Reading of the names and an open mic for all to share. Chris, on the other hand, decided to write a piece on his transgender identity. And thankfully, somebody decided to condense it here, because I don't want to take a look at that, technically, to be honest. I feel for y'all, my friends, family and allies in this lifetime of ours. Lost and confused is this point of our lives where we are meant to be. Where do we belong in our local communities, with minds gone blank like a fully erased paper? We are left with the remnants of what we have thought of, before impulsively lost in time. What does this have to do? Just say, I too was there. You weren't there, Chris. You were not at Pulse. During the times you were bullied, broken and beaten up bad. The times we've sought for new friendships to later. Maybe find true honest from one and... What the fuck am I even reading? And yet our efforts were mistaken for something sordid. The love, or lack thereof, from those who raised and taught you as you all grew up. Left with our time ourselves. We've searched within our own personal depths. Soon enough, we are not only have found ourselves, but we, their child, teen, and adult combined, worked out our ideas, taking our time. We continues onward in our life from how we were born towards what we were meant to be through this whole lifetime. I will continue onward, the stronger soul women that we are, for being boy was a lingering downfall. Someday I will find our destined sweetheart and truest love, while feeling the love from within, from child, from teen, from me. Chris read this aloud to the crowd. Oh my goodness. And this is the stuff he brought with him. At no point did he ever say, that we will pay tribute to the victims of the nightclubs. At no point did he even friggin' mention them at all. You know, it's all well and good, you know, for somebody to say to love, equality, and fandom. Yeah, he especially had to put down fandom. But it's, you know, maybe trying to reference. It was like, what was that thing about like a year ago at, was it Aretha Franklin's funeral, and they had this preacher who didn't even mention Miss Franklin at all during the 1 hour he spoke. It's kind of like that, except, you know, can I just ask this, and I've never really had to do this before when doing one of these videos. If there's anybody out there who was actually at that event at UVA, and they heard Chris speak this aloud, in fact, for that matter, what did you technically think about that? That's what I want to know. I want to know exactly what you thought about what Chris's attempts to, you know, show, you know, sorrow to the victims who were murdered at the Pulse nightclub. Because I would actually love to nothing more than to state my piece about what I thought about everything, because I feel like if that's what Chris can do, then you know what, I have every reason to believe I can absolutely. I mean, aside from just what Chris has said in the past and now done a complete 180, he hasn't even had like a road to redemption. He's just sort of like done a 180. So with that being said, I think I'll just leave it short there. I feel angry and just, I'll see all of you guys again in the next video. I need to like friggin' take all of that in.